Okay, Math 1 students, here's problem number 15 from our study guide. It says a company's projected worth in millions of dollars is modeled by the equation y is equal to 236 times the quantity 1.08 raised to the x power, where x, get the highlighter here, where x represents the number of years since 1997. That's important to note. Find the projected annual percent of growth. It's growth. And then what would the company be worth in 2009? Okay, so let's think about what our problem is telling us. So they give us the equation. They're saying y is equal to 236 times 1.08 raised to the x power. Okay, so this is definitely an exponential equation because think about it. It's in the form of a b to the x, right? That's our exponential equation format, all right? So what is a? Well, a is 236, and that's where we're starting. That's the initial value or the starting point. And this right here, this is a growth factor. Even if it didn't tell me it was growth, I would know it's growth because it's greater than 1. It's greater than 1. And we always are comparing to 100%. So think of the fact that 1.08 is another way of saying 108%. Those two things are the same. It's just the decimal and the percent. And so what this is telling us is this company is growing by 8%. So it says find the projected annual percent of growth. It's growing by 8%. Because remember, we add 8 plus 100 to get our growth factor. So our growth factor, if we subtract 100 from it, our percent of growth is in fact 8%. So that answers the first part of our question. The second part of our question says, what would the company be worth in 2009? All right, well, let's think about 2009. So we're starting, of course, in 2097. So in 2009, starting at 1997, that's a difference of 12 years. 12 years. So what we're trying to figure out here is what the value would be 12 years later. So we would take and we'd put in our equation y is equal to 236 times 1.08 raised to the 12th power. And if we put that into our calculator, that is going to give us our projected net worth in 2009. So what I've done here is I've put the information into Desmos. So there's my equation. Let me see if I can make this just a bit smaller so you can see it better. So there's the equation. Y is equal to 236 times the quantity 1.08 raised to the x power. And you can see that I have it graphed here. And you can see that these are the years down here, 5, 10, 15, and this is the growth in billions of dollars. So if I want to find what's going on in 12 years, that's going to be this point right here, right around there. And sometimes it's kind of hard for me to zero in on exactly what I wanted. So what I did instead was I took and I typed it in without the y equals 236 times 1.08 raised to the 12th power, and it gives me this number right here. The net worth is going to be 594.288. So the net, what would the worth be in 2009? 594 million. Sorry if I said billions before. $1 million. So there you go. That's the solution for problem number 15.